Yes, yes, yes. Even if they're not okay with the camera, we're still taking this ride, man. I need to get out of here. Otherwise, Officer Watson. Hey, how's it going?
Come on in.
Whereabouts you headed to?
We're going probably 20 miles.
20 miles? Anywhere that direction would help. Now I'm documenting the process of hitchhiking, so this is a camera. Are you comfortable with that in your vehicle? Yeah? Alrighty. Let's do this.
Where are you from?
Canada.
No shit, alright. Which part?
Vancouver Island, West Coast. You ever been up Canada? Alright.
Vancouver or Seattle, Canada. Just the second little small one right across the border.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's confusing because there's a Vancouver,
Vancouver,
Vancouver, Washington, and a Vancouver,
Just
British
over
Columbia, and they're close to each other. All right. What are your guys' names?
Todd.
Todd?
Ryan.
Ryan? Nice to meet you guys. I'm Trevor.
So how's your experience been so far hitchhiking?
Good. Yeah. I took a ferry from Vancouver Island, where I'm from, to Port Angeles, Northern Washington State, and this is ride number 37 on the trip. And then what's going on with the camera is the past 4 years I've been hitchhiking extensively. I've done it in 25 countries, been picked up over 700 times, and I wanted to show people what the process of hitchhiking is like. So this is actually being live streamed. There's about 200 people watching, and they can talk with. Sorry?
I know it's a lot easier when I was a route guide up in Alaska.
Yeah.
And Denali. So I mean, from Anchorage to Fairbanks, if I ever saw it done,
Yeah.
I always pick people up.
For sure.
It's a lot easier to travel in the friendlier parts.
Yeah. Yeah, and
It's like, there's a homeless person or something. It's like, you don't get it.
anything closer to larger cities just becomes more difficult. People around cities just, I don't know, they don't acknowledge you as much.
I was watching the Facebook one where the guy hitchhiked to Chile. See that
All
one?
the way to Chile.
Yeah, he was in Chile.
Do you know, because between, or is it Panama and Colombia, there's like a 200-kilometer, or whatever that is, miles, sorry, gap called the Darien Gap, and there's no actual established road connecting North America and South America.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did through there?
I didn't see
Are you asking how do you get through it?
Yeah, because you're saying there's a, you watched a thing about, because I think that'd be really interesting, that trip all the way to Chile from here.
I thought he's done it. He didn't have to work for John White. No, he didn't hitchhike. This dude rides his mountain bike.
Oh, mountain bike.
He's got,
Oh, okay.
He's got a little cart behind it.
Yeah.
He does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
That's
done
crazy.
He's done it several times. Right, but
That's a really long ride. There's no established route. It's part of the kind of cartel run land.
So which other countries?
Ireland, Wales, England, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and then I crossed into Russia from Latvia, hitchhiked across Russia to Vladivostok on the east coast, and then I flew down to Japan and hitchhiked from Fukuoka to Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah.
Any parts of like Thailand, Vietnam?
I've been to Vietnam. I didn't hitchhike there.
Which part of Vietnam?
Ho Chi Minh and this little island
I
called.
was there 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I was at Ho Chi Minh, then I went to Phnom Penh, and then I spent 12 days in Thailand.
How long was the trip in total?
Well, 13 days.
13 days. That's enough time.
It was
if
fun.
it was just like a week, the flights just would kill you for that.
Flights kill you.
But
I was
2
there
weeks
2
is
years ago
decent.
For 55 days,
Yeah.
and I went all over. It was fun though. The Ho Chi Minh City was my first time there. It was pretty neat. It was a real nice place. I
did-
only stayed there for a day though.
When you stepped out of that airport, was it like I felt like I was in a very different place, almost a different world. Everything's feels
the
very
airplane,
different.
It's got the sky chair, and you're like on the tarmac,
And then everyone's like trying to like sell you like cell phone plans, rides, and stuff like that. And like I just flew from Boston to Hong Kong and transferred to Ho Chi Minh. So last place I was Boston, really, and felt like a very different place. And then once you're driving on the roads, it's like organized mayhem.
yes,
Yeah,
it's wild. I thought Thailand was wild because I've been to Bangkok several times, but the
Yeah.
motorbike scene in Vietnam was amazing. They said it's like the highest fatality rate through vehicles was somewhere in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I could see why. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they'll just drive on the sidewalk. They'll just weave through. And like green light means go, yellow light means go, red light means still go, but just maybe look before you go.
Be careful. if you're like a pedestrian trying to walk the street, you can't wait for them to wait for you because they don't.
Yeah.
They say just to walk. And
And they'll just it's like
avoid you.
yeah. And you have to be predictable. So when you pick a path, you just got to keep going. Because if you start stopping, then that's when you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, there were some like traps, like some backpackers, 2 females. I think it was their first time out of the country. They were just stuck in the middle of the street.
I know. Yeah, you just got to commit.
I went out and snagged them. I was like, just walk, you're gonna be fine. They were freaked out. I'm sure they're probably there stuck somewhere still.
Just still standing there.
Well, that's neat. So you gonna do any of the Middle Eastern countries?
I went there. I won't be hitchhiking around there right now. On my way home, I went through Dubai and Abu Dhabi. I flew back from Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, that's like American Middle East.
I know. It's it's a strange place.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it shouldn't belong. It's like in the middle. It's like a desert, pretty much next to the ocean.
Now I was in Dubai in 2006, 7, and 8.
And I'm sure it's changed a ton since then.
It's nicer now, but even then it was still nice.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more wild.
But I realized I was in a different place as soon as I left the airport there. I went onto like their metro to get into the town, like their mass transit kind of train thing. Skyrail, yeah.
Skyrail
and
just putting the pylons into that one out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Years ago.
So I just hopped on that, sat on the first seat I saw, and then within like 2 stops, a lady came on and she's like, "Excuse me, this is the women's only section."
Really?
And I'm like, sure enough it was, and I just never thought to look for that, because I've never had to look for that, because you just sit wherever you want to usually.
They degrade women pretty badly in some of those places. Not so much Dubai, but...
Yeah. But still, I'm going to follow the local customs. I just didn't even think to look for that, because things aren't gender segregated.
Yeah, it's part of the culture.
You're looking at nobody else. Instead of sitting in the whole women's section of the bus.
It's part of the religion.
I thought they're supposed to be escorted by a man. Somewhere over in Kuwait.
A lot of it's different. Kuwait's different, Bahrain's different. They're all different.
No, there's certain places where women cannot go unless they're escorted by a male. Family.
Well, if they're married, they're supposed to be with the male.
Or if they're at the mall or some shit, they got that. Religious police, you know? You get regular cops and you get religious police. They're there to flog you. Seriously,
I've
not
never heard
lying.
about that.
Yes.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Religious police.
Yeah.
They're wearing all white, that, the traditional, and they're like, okay, you're not playing music outside. You know, you're not strumming your guitar.
Yeah.
It's that, dude. This is the way it is.
Yeah.
They're our allies. Saudi Arabia.
I've been to Saudi Arabia.
They're not saying anything.
Mic sounds staticky. Are we getting poor audio quality, guys? Sorry, I'm not talking too much. People watching think this is a cool truck. They like the truck.
I just got it. I traded an airplane for it.
You traded an airplane for a truck. That's an interesting trade-in.
Yeah,
I've never heard someone...
I own 15 airplanes.
You own 15 airplanes.
So I manufacture airplane hangars.
Yeah.
And I always, I buy an airplane, I enjoy it, fly it, and then when I'm done with it,
Okay.
I sell it.
Now, as a hitchhiker here, I've always wanted to try and hitch a ride on an airplane, not like a commercial plane, but like smaller plane. Do you have any tips to make that happen?
Yeah, go to
a small airfield.
if you look over here, see these guys flying right now?
Yeah.
If you go to one of the small it's called the FBO, the fixed base operations.
Yeah.
You can just tell them most all pilots are pretty easygoing guys that want to have fun.
Yeah, they just like flying.
And most of them like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Then
and when they
some guys that are a pain in the ass.
Something you would pay for, you could get them for free.
Yeah.
If I'm from Bakersfield, California.
Yeah.
So if you're up there, I'd be flying you south right now.
So where's Bakersfield in relation to here? I just don't know California.
It's about 2 hours that way.
It's the armpit of California.
Armpit of California.
Well, just because of the valley. You look at the aerial, of California, and then you have this valley, the San Joaquin Valley.
Yeah.
And
where the pollution stays.
The air comes in through the Delta, San Francisco,
yeah.
and Sacramento, and then it starts to push it. And my friend will call me from Stockton and be like, "I heard it cool." I'll tell you how it smells in about an hour. But that's just how the airflow is. It comes in off the bay, and it pushes all the air down the valley, which sucks, dude, because the air quality
That makes sense.
When I think about that valley, it sucks.
Yeah, the air quality is terrible.
The air quality is terrible, but after it rains, it's gorgeous, man. You can just
Does that sound better? I removed the mic.
crisp mountains, like if you're in Colorado, but everyone get that, like I said, after it rains, after the wind blows or something, so other than that, it goes back to haze shit there.
Yeah.
Cost of living is cheap.
How bad you want to go for an airplane ride?
Yeah.
Are you going that way?
Let's go by that. Like I said, my buddy's truck's outside.
Yeah?
I'll get him to take you for a ride.
That would be so cool.
It's just right here. It's about a mile
Yeah.
off. So
Oh, yeah.
You ever jump out of a plane, man?
Ever jump out of a plane?
Yeah.
No, I'd love to. I want to go skydiving.
He's a big time
Yeah,
skydiver.
there's,
Really?
there's a drop zone outside of Bakersfield in Taft, California.
Oh, yeah.
Taft.
Another
It's
armpit.
just, I mean, it's a little suburb.
Yeah.
You know?
As you can tell, he has more of the skydiver mentality.
No, dude, I mean,
How many jumps do you have? 400? 500?
No,
300?
no.
200?
I don't even have 100. I have like
100,
80 something.
Are you like, I don't know what they
It's
call it, like
nothing-
tandem certified?
That's nothing. Hell no.
No.
No. I aspire to get my tandem rating. If you can show,
I'm gonna
you know how
stay
much
in
it is
there,
to be a
man.
fun jumper? What they call it, fun jumping. It's like $15 a spot, on the plane. So
Really?
if
That's-
I have
that's not
my-
bad.
If I'm a tandem rated,
Yeah.
instructor, and I have a tandem rig, meaning a parachute that's
Yeah.
big enough for you and I
Yep.
can show up at the drop zone and say, okay, here's $30, 15 for you, 15 for me. What I charge you is between me and you.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of, a lot of places don't like to do that though. They don't like,
Oh, okay.
they can't really do nothing about it, but
Could
Yeah.
you take their business away?
because they feel like you're taking it from them. They're charging $200 for a tandem.
Yeah.
And you can be like, yeah, man, I'll take you. Just give me like, I don't know, $50 or something like that. Like, who doesn't
Yeah.
want to go do a tandem for $50?
Yeah.
Versus 200. You gotta jump out of the plane too, man. I mean, flying on a
Yeah,
plane,
I at some point in my life, probably pretty soon, I'm gonna try and find an opportunity
it's
to.
addicting.
Yeah, slippery slope, and then soon you'll be spending all your money on gear and
It's
jumps.
The gear that costs the most, but man, once you own the gear, I mean, like a man for a traveler, just hit every drop zone between, here and there.
They're taking me to a little regional airport, and we're seeing if his friend's there. He'll take me for a fly. We might go flying.
This is Camarillo Airport.
Camarillo Airport.
Yeah, Camarillo, California. A little suburb, Ventura County.
Can you hear me okay, or is it better with the mic on? Because people were saying it was staticky.
At least, yeah. You get immediate feedback on there when you ask your listeners.
Yeah, so they can chat, so I can.
Is it Facebook Live or?
It's on Twitch TV, which is a live streaming website. I can give you a little card, and you can. If you want to see what it's like to hitchhike, all my rides have been broadcast on here so far.
Nice.
All 30, was it 37? Yeah.
This is the 37th one.
Yep.
Oh, in California?
Sorry?
It's your 37th ride in California?
To get from Canada here, from
Oh, really?
northern Washington to here.
Well, you've had some long rides then.
Yeah, a few long one. My longest ride is probably in the 2.5 hour range. Like there's, yeah, all of them have been pretty short, but.
Yeah, if you were in Bakersfield, I could drop you airport to airport and
Oh, yeah.
I'd give you a ride over have the good guys to give you a ride over the country.
No dice or what?
Let's see if Schultz is doing it out this side today.
Is Todd down here?
He might be down here in the King I just got a new phone, so a lot of my contacts are my old phone. That's it.
Yeah.
At my boat.
Oh,
Well, thank you guys for at least for checking it out, even if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Every time I get around small aircraft, it's all I can think about. Because it's the same atmosphere,
Yeah.
Smaller aircraft, I'm like, oh yeah. Give me about 15 guys. balls and feet, and you open the door and let me out.
Yeah.
Get you on the ground.
Like, do you do some kind of like aerobatic kind of things
No,
now, or you just like jumping out,
I just do it for fun. Yeah.
like the free fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called free flying, but I'm still, you know, like anybody who's into the sport, you know, jumps ain't shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's guys that got thousands of jumps.
Yeah.
Thousands. So really.
And they're saying you're saying you're at like 400ish.
He's just saying.
I thought he was at 400.
I'm like
I guess.
at 86. I haven't even broke 100 yet.
I guess he's a
At
wuss.
100, everybody will pie you if you let them know that it's your 100th jump.
Yeah.
When you land on the ground, you're gonna get whipped cream pies.
I didn't know there was little traditions for that.
Give me a second. Let me walk in here real fast. And
Sure. Yeah, I'll
walk right back out.
hang out here. We'll see.
You say you're first,
Mhm.
and then you gotta buy, you know, everybody a case of beer. Not like every person there, but you know, you're gonna buy a case of beer.
If it's your first jump?
And if you say by first,
Oh, okay.
like that was my first this or that was my first that.
Oh, you're not allowed to say first.
You're not allowed to say first.
Okay.
So that was my maiden voyage, or that was the jump before my second.
Yeah.
Or, you know, get creative, but if you say first and someone calls you on it, if you're into the sport and you're hanging
Yeah.
out, yeah, you have to buy a case of beer for everybody. What do you think, man? They have these things called boogies. I don't know why. They call it party. Like old timers call it party boogie, but
Yeah.
you know, you don't really kind of like a don't ask, don't tell. But I mean, these guys are having 3 days. There's a 3-day party, and they're still running tandems, right? They're still running their business. And these
Yeah.
guys are freaking shit faced.
Yeah.
These guys are shit faced, partying and jumping out of planes. Cause man, once you jump out of the plane, dude,
Yeah.
I don't care how many you've had. You know what I mean? You're gonna.
Things kind of dial in.
Things
Adrenaline goes a little bit. You
kinda
focus.
gets into,
Yeah.
Get into perspective.
Yeah. It's a Ford truck.
Yeah, it's a Ford. It's all about the Chevy, man.
You're a Chevy guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am. I think he just got it because he got a good deal. You know,
Yeah.
The guy owed him for he traded like an airplane or something. And this
Yeah.
man, I don't know. Something about an airplane. And, there must be an airplane plus some cash and a truck because I mean a plane's worth more than a car.
Well, yeah. What is a plane? What does like a basic plane start at?
Oh,
Like,
man,
if you're just
you
like-
can get, I mean, you'd be surprised, dude. You can get some smaller aircrafts for like 20 grand. 10
Really?
grand.
Like an ultralight? Like just your?
Yeah, he'd be the one to ask.
Yeah, he
About
knows
that,
his.
but
Yeah.
Even like a little Cessna right there. See that?
Yeah.
That's see it. That's
Oh yeah, I see it there. Yeah.
You know, it's a single engine. People think, oh, I'm scared. I'm like, I'd rather be in one of those than in a big commercial
Would you?
airliner.
Yeah.
Because the commercial airliner is flying by wire. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You pull a control.
Oh, and it's
sticking
yeah,
through a wire.
it's not hydraulic
That's a
and
cable.
like
That's like a cable, like when you pull on the brake lever of your
Yeah.
bicycle.
and it's direct.
It's the fucking direct.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, you could sit in one of those planes when they're on the ground, and every time
And
you
move
make
everything,
every
yeah.
movement you do is controlling those flaps. So,
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, engine failure, right?
And they're light enough that they glide,
That's
right?
your worst, case scenario.
Yeah.
The engine goes out. You cannot get it to restart.
Yeah.
So you can still fly the plane. You can still.
I think I got you a ride. Give me about 5 minutes.
You got me a ride on an airplane? That's crazy. All right, well, we'll hang out outside then. We might be flying, everyone. All 200 of you.
See how easy that was?
Will Wi-Fi work? I'm not sure. We'll start with it on. If it doesn't work, then oh well. I'll be back in a little bit. But you get an opportunity to fly in a plane, you're gonna take it. Ride number 38 in a plane. Yeah, this is all the chat here. This is dope. I know you want to do this for a while.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
That's cool. What kind of phone is that?
it's an LG G4. It's actually a pretty old phone. It's like 3 generations old, 4 generations old, but it works well enough for this
Yeah.
at this current
I
moment.
just
What do
got
you
this
got?
one. It's just
Samsung Note 8.
This
Okay,
is
that's
the
a nice
Note 8.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't really got to know it yet.
Yeah,
It's got
it's
the
got the
stylus.
stylus.
It's a magic wand.
I was looking to get one of those. They look like They're
Yeah,
really
I gotta get. You said okay, Google, and it's ready to.
good. Yeah, it does.
I need to figure it out.